Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was going to wait till next week to come on here and talk, but I have a moment, so I'll give you my moment. So wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, show up however you can. I have a lot of noise and activity that is happening in the house, so excuse that. The kids. What do I want to say? So just show up however you can. If you're able to, just take a few deep breaths with me. And as you're breathing in, coming into your heart center, your higher heart, reconnecting with your essence and your truth. Just coming back to the here and the now, the present moment. I'm going to shut my door. There's so much to be said. There's so much moving in. The energy is so turbulent still. And we're at this rapid quickening. It's hard to sum up what to say. I guess the biggest thing that's been moving in for me this morning is our inability to listen to one another. How we stand so firm and tall on our mountains and our stances, and we've lost the ability to listen. I even see this in the healing community with people. There's an inability to actively listen to one another. We get offended. We feel that we need to defend. We're quick to judge. We're quick to try to diagnose, prescribe, and prove who we are. And we've stopped listening to one another. And if me even saying this activates you, aka triggers you, ignites you, look at that. Look at that. It's an area to look at. Are you allowing your fears, your angers, your traumas, and your pains to fuel you? To drive you, to sway you, to control you? It's important that we come back to our heart center, and it's important that we come back to our truth and our essence right now. We should be doing this all the time. We should be striving for that all the time. But now more than ever, it's important for us to come back to our truth and our essence. Who are you? Who are you? Come back to that. Come back to that. Stop getting lost in the chaos and the destruction of the world. You're not helping anyone. We're not helping anyone by feeding that. And that is how the villains and the demons win. We become part of it. We're just on one of the sides, but we're still a player in the war. It's important for us to come back to our truth and our essence, a remembering of who we are. Now that's a fine line, right? Because we do have to be activists and we do have to do certain things, right? But if you're always coming back to your values, your truth, and your essence to be directed and guided, then how you sway will become more powerful. So yes, of course, we need to be proactive, and we need to do certain things to help one another, to help this world, to help our children, to help ourselves. But we have to keep coming back to our truth and our essence, and we have to be able to hear one another and listen to one another. There's a lot to that, right? There's a lot to unpack. What if the person doesn't want to listen to me? Then maybe you should stop talking. What's the point? Walk away. Walk away. Don't get lost in this bullshit that's happening. Don't let it consume you, and don't let it control you. Don't let it destroy you. Okay, so enough with that. The card that I pulled was the Great Mystery, and that's where that all came from. Just pulling this little card, number 37, Great Mystery. And when I pulled this card, it made me think of the importance of coming back to source energy, and that's what it represents, original source. Coming back to the God consciousness, the goddess, whatever term you use to define that higher than, great spirit, great mystery. Returning to that wisdom, returning to that original source. Lay your worries, lay your troubles down at the floor of great spirit, of great source. How do we do this when there's so much going on? Well, one thing that we practice in our lineage is our light breathing. It goes by many terms, many labels. We practice our light breathing, and we inhale, we gather up, we become the great grandmother tree. We gather up our worries, our troubles, and our woes, and we allow them to move through us. We do not deny them, we do not shun them, we do not ignore them. We actually see them, hear them, honor them, witness them. Because if we don't, they become very chaotic, trying to get our attention. So the disharmonious pieces and parts of us that we're experiencing and are feeling is not something that we want to say, oh, I wish I could turn that off. No, we need to look at that. Because if we just take a switch and we just turn it off, it's going to keep coming back, and it's going to keep building. So we practice our light breathing to gather that up, to allow it to move through our body, not to push it away from our body. Let it move through you. Let it activate you. Let it ignite you. Let it work through you to receive what it needs to receive. And we exhale and we return it to the earth. It's a practice. It's a practice that we teach. It's a practice that we teach in our trainings. It's a practice that we teach, in the mentoring. Even if you come for a healing session, it's a practice that we teach. So we use our light breathing. I lost my train of thought. Bear with me. So we practice our light breathing to help clear ourselves, to anchor, ground, clear, and connect, to bring us back to original source. That's where I was going with all of that. It brings us back to our original self, our essence, our truth. It brings us back to the original source. It helps us connect to that God consciousness, Mother Earth, goddess, great spirit, whatever term you use, right? I think that's the point I was trying to get to there. Great mystery, original source of creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for your breath of life. Thank you for your gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart in beauty. May I walk, sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of your eternal flame deep within my soul. I don't know if anyone's watching this. I'm not getting any notifications, so if you are, hi. I can't see anyone. Original source creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for my gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart in beauty. May I walk, sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of your eternal flame deep within my soul. And it all comes back to the power of prayer. The power of, I know what it was that I forgot what I was talking about when I lost my train of thought. So the power of prayer. So we do our light breathing to clear the way so that we can connect with the divine essence of creation. And then we can hand our worries and our troubles over. We can surrender to Great Spirit, and then we can speak our prayers. And we speak our prayers in gratitude first. And we speak our prayers in thanks as if our prayers have already been answered. We do not pray as please, as a plea, as a grasping. Because then we feed that grasping. We feed that sense of lack. So, oh Great Spirit, I thank you. I thank you for the health and wellness of my children, the health and wellness of my home. Thank you for providing for us. Like that. So, original source of creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for my gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart. In beauty may I walk, sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of your eternal flame deep within my soul. Oh, it's so beautiful. Great mystery tells us and brings us back to the original source. The original source is the creator of all life and what we are created, and that we are created in that likeness. We are free-willed co-creators who become the source of all we choose to experience in life. The buck stops here. We are totally responsible for all our joys and all our pains. In receiving this, you are being reminded to give gratitude for all of your lessons. It changes any pain to gain. Focus on your creative capacity, and you can change anything. It may be time to drop any blame and shame or regret and take charge of your life. Put down the blame. Put down the shame. Just be a better person. Help others. Be kind. Teach others. Share with others. Walk away. Say no. Take back control of yourself, your life, your reality, your body, your emotions, your spirit. Stop blaming outside sources for the chaos. The victim role doesn't suit two-leggeds, who are created in the image of an infinite creator and are therefore limitless co-creators. In all cases, great mystery will continue to confound and astound us every time we try to figure it all out. Stop your mind's chatter and listen to the source. Original source shows us that the mystery lives within us and contains all the answers we need to find along the sacred path. The sacred path of beauty is experiencing the mystery of life without having to control the outcome from our tunnel vision command post. Go with the flow and watch the glory of limitless co-creation. After all, great mystery is the divine plan, and everything is on schedule. Great mystery, original source. Original source of creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for my gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart. In beauty may I walk. Sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of the eternal flame deep within my soul. Oh, it's so good, so beautiful. Let's take a deep breath in. So much to say, so much is happening, so much is going on. Focus on yourself. Be the best person that you can be. Strive for your highest potential. Be good, be kind. Come back to your truth, come back to your essence. Come back to the earth, come back to your breath. Come back to the original ways. Maybe this is what this is all about after all. Maybe we've lost our way. Some may think the things that I say are silly and are hippity-dippity, hokity-pokusy. But don't be fooled, because this way works. It's working for me. It's worked for my family. It's worked for my clients. It's worked for my students. And those who study and practice in my lineage, it's worked for them as well. And so you can keep laughing and judging the hippity-dippity and the hocus-pocusies. But they're doing something right and it's working. And so why not try it on for size and give it a shot? So, for all those that are in need, or like if you're doing great and groovy and you just want to celebrate life as well, we have our full moon sacred circle coming up this coming Thursday, next Thursday. What's that date? The 14th at Solace Farms. You can go on under events and you can sign up on the ticket link there. Come join us. Come talk about the current energy waves with us. My friend Paige is beautiful at her wisdom of the cosmos and the energy waves that are flowing. So come and understand what's going on energetically so that you can be of better assistance to yourself and the greater good. And then we'll talk about moon mothers and what that holds, what the energy is holding within that realm of wisdom. And we'll channel and we'll chant and we'll sing and we'll drum and we'll lay our worries down. We'll surrender and hand over our troubles to Great Spirit so that we can clear the way, so that we can dream and weave and manifest, so that we can heal, so that our healing can ripple. So come join us. Lay your worries down or come and celebrate life with us. Whichever way you sway, you're welcome. And that's that. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.